And also we have this major concern with the missing and murdered women that continues to plague our community. Just recently there was a march. I saw you 2 years ago talking about your own experience with missing and murdered women and your family. Can you share with our listeners and viewers what your experience is?
Yes.
Okay.
My sister Rose was 35 years old, and she was killed in the downtown east side in Blood Alley in 1991. Her body was found on the ground in Blood Alley. Obviously had been pushed out the window from the third floor. She died of internal injuries, and her body was quite broken when she was found. At that time, I ended up like waiting for a trial date for the person who had been arrested in her death, involved in her death, and they brought him down to the holding station here at the downtown East Side Police Station, police jail, or the jail downtown, and the holding cell. And the Crown prosecutor never contacted me at the time. What happened was he was served. When his trial came up, they basically acquitted him of all charges and said that the 30 days that he had served in the holding cell was time served. And so I never got to see his face, and I was very angry, and I was very upset about the fact that no one contacted me. I was her only blood relation, the only family member in Vancouver. And basically the way her death was treated was that she was brushed, it was brushed under the carpet, like,
she fell through the cracks.
Yes, because she was an Indigenous woman, homeless at the time. This is how they treat our women, particularly, especially in the downtown east side. So, I was really angry about it, and it took me a long time before I could even get a police report, and I still don't have a report, an autopsy report. I couldn't even get the name or the person. Like, I have name of person, but apparently once he was released, he just left back.
Well, this is really important because the biggest message I heard from the Missing and Murdered Women's March this year was that we are to be silent no more, right? And in relationships or within the community, if we're experiencing violence, and also families who have been affected by violence and or people going missing, how does the judicial system treat us?
Yes.
And that's a matter of life or death, apparently, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that there's a lot of instances where there is police brutality going on. I myself was in the downtown east side for a few years while I was lost in my addiction. I'm not there anymore, but thankfully I survived that. But in the time that I was here, I saw a lot of it. I saw women being treated badly. I ended up in the holding cell myself one night, and and the police down there, the guards were very intimidating. They were you could just feel their.
Okay, I've seen them say to people, "We're going to take you in for your own safety," and then beat them up on the way to the jail cell, and they're worse off after they leave.
Yeah.
So it makes it hard for our women to reach out to these authority figures when they're at risk.
Yes.
And this contributes to our women going missing and then being murdered, and it's something that we need to be mindful of. And I think that the VPD and the RCMP have a great responsibility on their shoulders, and I hope that they can step up to the challenges that we have.